Hi everyone and welcome to my Let's Play of the Witcher Adventures. It's my another Let's Play of the Adventures. I've already done Price of Neutrality. This time around we are gonna do Side Effect. If you are interested in the other one as well, there should be a link somewhere on the screen. In case I have forgotten to put it up, just have a look at my channel. We will be, as I said, doing the other one that was in the original pack, which is Side Effects. I've gone for those two so far because they are actually fully voiced. I will probably have a look at the other ones because they were just put up in the Diamond edition of the game, and they were made by the community members and modding groups, things like that. So for now, let's go for Side Effect. We will go with hard difficulty, and that doesn't really matter because you can change it as you go through the game. I'll go with the keyboard for now. Just a couple of things before we start. If you've not seen any other Let's Plays on my channel, then welcome first of all, and secondly, you'll have to know I will not be rushing the game. I'll be taking it slowly. I'll be reading everything there is to be read in the game. I'll be trying to get as much out of the content of the game as possible. So if that sounds like fun to you, then welcome. If it doesn't, then have a look, maybe you'll enjoy it. I think I hear someone drinking.
What happened later? Another story, Master Dandelion.
Please, tell us more of the Witcher.
Of his return to the Witcher's fortress at the world's end where his brethren awaited. Sing on, dear minstrel.
Why don't one of you fetch a tankard full of mead for our bard, something to soothe his throat? For 'tis Dandelion whose ballads all go straight for the heart. Stop chattering like sparrows, still yourselves and listen.
This evening I'll recount a tale none before have ever heard. Yours truly had his part. One might say I played a key role. Our tale takes us to Vizima, 1 year after the Witcher's famed taming of the Striga. A certain alderman, an enemy of poetry and a stranger to all concepts of love, I might add, had me cast in jail and insisted I be hanged. You see, his wife, a captivating, considerably younger creature, had succumbed to my charm. In my hour of need, as I rotted in my cell, who should appear, if not the Witcher Geralt himself?
So Dandelion is in trouble again, that's nothing new.
My dear Captain, I'll say it again. This bloated minstrel should pay with his head for harming my little blossom.
Gentlemen, I haven't the faintest notion what this is about. I am Master Dandelion, the most esteemed poet in this land, and I insist I am completely innocent.
Shut up, Dandelion. And you, cease your insistence, Counselor. I've been clear. The suspect will remain in custody pending the conclusion of our investigation.
I'm astounded at your obstinacy, Captain. My poor Siegfrieda wails day and night asking when this knave will finally be punished. As an alderman, I must demand...
This is the city jail, not a town council meeting. Now, you'll have to excuse me. Duty demands that I take my leave. Oh, what do you want?
I need to speak to the prisoner.
Dandelion, be my guest. But keep your hands where I can see him, and the conversation short.
So it seems like we're here to
Geralt, am I ever glad to see you. How did you find me?
save
News travels
Dandelion.
fast. What did you do this time? I mean, people don't get arrested for busking.
The accusations are pure slander.
Of course they are, aren't they always?
The alderman doesn't seem to think so.
Well, the alderman is a fat pig with a pea-sized brain. We should hardly expect him to demonstrate understanding for concepts like free love. Luckily, I've always got a backup plan.
Dandelion, the butcher's boy came to say you ordered sirloin steak and chicken livers.
My dear Captain, please don't tell me you thought prison gruel would satisfy me.
Don't overdo it, Dandelion. This was not our deal. That 2,000 orens guarantees you won't hang too quickly. I don't remember talking about luxury accommodations.
These guards have not an ounce of imagination.
2,000 orens? Are you out of your mind, Dandelion?
No need to get riled. I've got it all figured out. The good captain will make sure the alderman doesn't get his way. I'll spend a few days in here, finally get some sleep, Let the alderman cool down, and it'll all blow over.
I'm afraid it's not going to be as easy as he thinks it was going to be. I'm actually quite interested in those 2,000
Sounds
orens.
Beautiful. But care to tell me how you got your hands on 2,000 orens?
That, my dear Witcher, is strictly for me to know. Why can't you just trust me, Geralt? All right. If you must know, I borrowed the money from a very trustworthy individual and aim to pay it back as soon as I'm released.
I hope you didn't do anything stupid, though I suspect you might have.
Enough of this chatter. Visiting hours are over.
Okay, during this adventure you'll need skills that will help you earn coin. You can do this in a number of ways, for example by fist fighting, gathering herbs, mixing alchemical potions, killing and skinning monsters, or playing dice. You will not receive any new talents when reaching next level during this adventure. Pay close attention to how you distribute the limited number of talents you have now. Something I've not mentioned before, I probably should have. I have never played this adventure before, so it is a blind playthrough. And as you've probably noticed by now, I will try not to talk during the cutscenes, just to get my immersion. Okay, oh, I've got 2 bronze talents. That's not ideal. Although I have got quite a lot already bought out. So we will be making money, probably just to pay Dandelion off. Monster lore, I think that will pay off in the long run. What else have we got? I don't think alcohol intoxication is gonna change a lot. Fist fighting, I could go for that one, but I tend to win the fist fights anyway without all the extra moves. And that's another fist fighting. Got everything here already. Okay, so I'm choosing just between those. You know what, I think I'll go for herbalism. So I can gather herbs, I can brew potions and things. And that more or less should conclude everything. Thank you. So we've got some extra knowledge. Let's have a look around in the prison. Is there anything I can loot? Probably not. There's some more prisoners in there, so our Dandelion has a separate cell. And we can't talk to him. And let's see what Mr. Ralph Dubin has to say.
What do you want?
Well, there's quite a few things I want.
What's that? Captain, something stinks in here. That grate in the floor. Oh, that's bad.
What, you used to breathing perfumed air? The idiots who built this place put the sewer grate in the guard room. Not to worry. Though it doesn't smell as bad in the cells, we make sure the prisoners know just how much we hate being in here with them.
I can't blame you for that, can I?
What are Dandelion's chances?
Don't you worry. The alderman wanted him to hang, but Dandelion knew who to come to. So he'll be released in a few days. For lack of evidence.
See you.
Okay, so let's have a quick look what we've got in the journal about this quest. And obviously I've already forgotten how you go to the journal. Inventory, there we go. I do know all that, because I've played the main quest multiple times, so unless there's something new, which it doesn't seem to be. What I want is my quests and a debt. Dandelion managed to get in trouble as usual. This time he seduced a city councilman's wife, for which he was promptly thrown into prison. As if that's not enough, he bribed the captain of the city guards to avoid ending up a hanged man. I just wonder where he got the funds. I have a bad feeling about this. I can't believe Dandelion could be so careless. I need to learn more about Dandelion's situation. I can't talk to him, so that's not a lot of help. Unless... oh, okay. So that's a prison, eh?
Yes?
So what else can you tell me?
I long for the day when I find you not in trouble and in a position to help me for a change.
Not my fault this time. I had a really tight plan. See, the alderman is dripping with gold, and he's given his wife full title to all of his, assets.
Dandelion, I really don't feel like listening to how you were going to fleece some married woman.
This from someone who does so well with the fairer sex. Not to pry, but how's Yennefer?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I think I hit a soft spot. Ruffled this turkey's feathers. All right, I'm sorry.
At this stage you don't remember Yennefer to talk about her. So that's not in line with the main story of the game.
Take care of yourself, Dandelion.
Okay, so I'm guessing I just need to get as much money as possible to pay him off. Or pay his debt. 2,000 coins, that shouldn't be too difficult to do, should it?
Are you Geralt of Rivia, the Witcher?
Might be.
Want?
Mr. Glover wants to see you soon as possible. I'd advise you to comply if you want to help your friend Dandelion avoid some serious trouble.
Mr. Blubber?
Been away from Vizima for a while, I see. Mr. Glover rules the town. When he tells you to jump, make sure to ask how high. Understand?
What have you done now, Dandelion? All right, let's go see this Glover.
Okay, should I be following you then? I'm guessing you know where to go to. So we are back in Vizima. One of those towns that I'm not getting lost in somehow. Usually my sense of direction is horrible, but I kind of got used to Vizima. And Mr. Glover will be, I guess, around the Hairy Bear Inn. Come on, lead the way. Oh, that's his place. Fair enough. So let's see who Mr. Glover is. Curly, Howler, Skinner, Mush. Okay, guys, I was actually after Mr. Glover, but I might as well speak to you.
Hey, friend. Talk to you a minute.
What is it?
Keep clear of the city gates. And if you want your friend Dandelion to live, go see Mr. Glover.
Okay, so I can't leave the city. Mr. Skinner, any
I told
advice?
you once already. You'll be allowed to go wherever your heart leads once Glover says you're even, and only then.
Yeah, you did say that.
Okay, so I think I need to go and see Mr. Glover first. But just for the sake of it, let's speak to Mr. Howler.
Wyverns eat meat, human meat.
Wyverns, okay.
I told you once already, you'll be allowed to go wherever your heart leads once Glover says you're even, and...
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing Mr. Glover will be somewhere in the basement. Okay. I'll just pretend that's normal.
Well, well, so the Witcher deigns to come and see me after all.
Your man stopped me in the street.
I wonder, what are the chances of surviving a fight against two ravenous wyverns?
Depends who's fighting.
Someone not entirely familiar with a sword, an artist, let's say a minstrel.
So how much does Dandelion owe you?
An even 2,000, and I know he aims to flee the city the moment they release him from jail. He foolishly believes he can outsmart Mr. Glover. My men have asked around. We know he's broke as a newborn beggar. To make matters worse, none in this city are willing to lend to him. I've no gripe with you, Witcher, but frankly, you may be his only chance. So, what'll it be?
If Dandelion doesn't pay his debt, I will.
More reasonable than I thought. Get the coin, quick, plain and simple. I hate to pressure you, but the city jail can be a depressing place. Heard a prisoner recently hung himself by his own bootlaces.
It needn't get that depressing for Dandelion. You have a deal. I'll pay his debt. Call it a side effect of having friends.
A side effect of having friends. I kind of like this approach. So yeah, just like I suspected. We have 25 orens, so that's not a whole lot. We'll need considerably more. Let's think what we can do. We can go to the Hairy Bear. Starting off with 25 orens, we can play some dice, do some fist fighting.
You look like a bird just shit in your soup. Conversation not go as planned.
Not really.
Not the nicest man I've met, no.
Gun Hargus, leader of the Band of Brethren. Me and my friends, well, Glover's no friend of ours. In truth, we're irked the twerp thinks he rules these streets.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. Got an offer for me?
Indeed. We heard of your troubles. Well, yours and that likeable scoundrel Dandelions, and we'd like to help.
Likeable
News travels fast
scoundrel.
around here. To what do I owe this unexpected kindness?
Let's say we wouldn't mind seeing Glover humbled. We, as the Band of Brethren, hold something of value, a treasure we're willing to entrust to you, should you prove worthy of our trust.
Well, it sounds a bit complicated, but I'm in no position to turn you down. How do I prove myself worthy?
You need to visit us each in turn. You'll find Grifferin and Gruzel at the tavern, while Navik should be loitering by the cemetery gate. Once you've finished with them, come see me at my smithy. I too will want to test the metal from which you were forged.
This treasure sounds mysterious.
The Band of Brethren once were 5. The 4 you know of, and Kuna. Toward the end of the war, we were down and broke, and to be blunt, we started ambushing all manner of merchants, mercilessly stripping them of their lot. During one such attack, we robbed a peddler of a strange stone. Kuna, who knew a thing or two, claimed it was magic. He chanted a bit and produced a glowing portal. He believed that we'd find an elven treasure on the other side. The Long-Ears supposedly concealed their valuables in nooks accessed only through portals. Driven by belief, bravery, and probably a bit of greed, Kuna stepped through and never came back.
And you want me to have this stone? Sounds more dangerous than enticing.
You're a witcher, while Kuna was but a scribe who joined the army for adventure. If something does indeed lurk on the other side, I don't doubt you'll manage. And if you find nothing but Kuna and his treasure, we'll take the treasure and bring us our boy. He's got some explaining to do.
All right. I'll see you soon then.
Okay, so it's not gonna be as difficult as... well, maybe it will be more difficult than I was expecting. Shouldn't the hairy bear be here? Okay, so we don't have the tavern where it used to be. I was actually thinking that it's gonna take a while for me to fist fight and play dice my way to 2000 orens, so I'll gladly go with Mr. Gun Hargis, and we'll see what they can offer. It does sound a bit tricky, getting your hands on that treasure, but on the other hand, I don't have a huge choice. So let's go and do that. He mentioned that one of the lads was somewhere around the cemetery gates, so just because it's the closest one, I don't mind having a quick look. I don't... oh, Navik, yeah. I thought... for some reason I thought all of them would be dwarves. So that's weird.
Damn, this is nasty weather.
Depends how you look at it.
Playing optimist. What do you want?
I have spoken to your friend.
Gunn told me to see you.
Gunn does have some inane ideas, but what can I do? Seeing he's my former commander. All right, young man. Try to beat me at dice. Let's see what you've got up your sleeve.
Any day. I'll try not to play the highest stake in case I lose the first round. Which I clearly will. Oh crap, I will. I've got a pair of ones. Should I go for the third one? Let's try it. Nope, okay, that didn't go as planned. I actually preferred 2 3s instead of 2 1s and 3 6 5. He's got nothing, I've got a pair, so let's try and work on that. Again, we'll try to get another one at least. 6, 3, 2. Okay, still just one pair. And the weakest one to that. And he's got 2 6s. Well, Mr. Navik, I will come back when I get some more money on my hands. But let's speak to you in the meantime.
I'd like to go roaming about the cemetery.
Oh, there's plenty of things I'd like to do, but I don't go bothering others about it. The cemetery's closed on account of the beasts that haunt it.
I'm a witcher. I slay monsters for money.
Oh, expect me to be grateful? Hail the arrival of my savior? Well, I ain't got the budget to retain witchers. Business has turned sour. I'd rather not think what people are doing with their dead.
Think the Burgermeister might be interested?
Oh, why do the gullible ones always come to me? Think the authorities bother with the problems of common folk? You're better off turning to someone of the leisure class. Say the nobleman, Everton of Rind.
What's his interest in this?
My tourist information? Ask him yourself. I can tell you that he's put a reward on monsters' heads and holds the key to the cemetery.
Sounds like he might be worth a visit.
What do you want?
Okay, so that sounds like an idea to make some money.
Any idea of the monsters I'll find inside?
You really a witcher? Alright, well there's ghouls, owl ghouls, wraiths, and vampires, like any cemetery.
Quite a selection.
What do you want?
Listen, I'm looking for herbs. Anything growing in the cemetery?
Well, there's bryonia, celandine, verbena, and fool's parsley. Remember to pick the bryonia in daytime. It's liable to be overly moist if picked at night on account of the dew.
I guess you know your herbs.
Grasses, weeds, you know. Some varieties can be good for certain ailments.
Take care.
Alright, so we'll try to go and speak to the guy he's mentioned, get a key, maybe earn some money hunting monsters, and then probably come back and play some more dice when I have the money to do it. I think that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the episode, please let me know this way or another, and I'll try to upload another one soon enough. Thanks and goodbye.